Welcome to Envision Financial and Rotary Virtual Canada Day Gathering. How do we gather this Canada Day? How do we come together in truth and in hope for all our futures as Canadians? Our gathering today acknowledges the grieving and mourning of First Nations communities. Their song, stories, and dance are not with us today. We will commemorate this Canada Day for reflection of our truth and in hope to build an inclusive culture where each person knows they are valued and belong.
Have you looked me in the eye and truly seen what was there? Not who you are, but who am I? How many times have you judged me in your mind? Called me names, clipped my wings so I wouldn't fly. People are just people, we are yearning to be free. All the broken-hearted heroes will go down in history. I know we can't stop fighting, although it takes a toll. We are stronger than an army, stronger as a whole.
I saw the sun begin to dim and felt the winter wind blow cold.
We all learn you are there for us when the glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from that rubble, what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, there's more I gained, 'cause it led me back to you.
From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. Tonight.
Let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on.
I drink champagne with kings and queens, politicians praise my name. But those are someone else's dreams, pitfalls of the man I became.
For years and years, I chased their cheers, the crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for. From now on,
These eyes will not be blinded by the lights.
From now on,
Let's wait until tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight.
let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on,
from now
and we will come back home. Oh yeah, and we will come back home, and we will come back home. Oh yeah, and we will come back home, and we will come back home. Oh yeah, and we will come back home, and we will come back home. Oh
Happy Canada Day from Rosedale. So we moved to Canada because Canada is very peaceful country and they have many like natures. Personally, I love the natures.
My name is Jerry, and I go to school in Mount Sussy Middle School. I'm a grade 8er in the school there.
We moved to Canada in 2016. I still join the community service to learn the English.
我喜欢奇林瓦克的风光，像我出生时候的地方的故乡。
My dad is saying, my dad really likes Chilliwack because Chilliwack is exactly where he was born. The beautiful mountain scenery and the wonderful skies.
加拿大日快乐 from Rosedale.
The Chilliwack Progress is the oldest community newspaper in British Columbia, and our online archives are quite incredible. From the 4-page inaugural edition on April 16, 1891, up until 2007, it's all available to search and view. The top story in the May 2, 1894 newspaper was about the formal opening of the Industrial Institute for the Training of Indian Children at the Coquilitsa site. 1894 was also the year that an amendment to the Indian Act made attendance at residential schools mandatory for children between the ages of 7 and 16. These were mostly not local Stalo children. Children were intentionally sent far away from their communities to the schools to discourage contact, something that might counteract the efforts to destroy the Indian in the child, the stated goal of the residential schools. This news story doesn't address that. It is 19th century reporting from a settler perspective on a local example of a national phenomenon. A compelling part in the story, however, is a quoted address read on behalf of the Indians in response to the Indian superintendent who was in town that day. There are pleasantries and thanks for creating the school and educating children, but also some pushback, surprising to see so early in Canada's history and surprising to see in print in the Progress. A quote, "The white people were not here first," read the words transcribed and attributed to Captain John, Dick, Billy, Jed, Ned, and Joe. By tradition, we can trace our ancestry back for many generations, and it has been handed down to us that this land always belongs to the Indians. Some further pushback. We are troubled when we are told that we must no longer catch our fish in the way we have always caught them. 127 years ago in the Chilliwack Progress, some things really have not changed.
Hey everybody, my name is Danielle Beausoleil. Just wanted to wish everybody a very happy Canada Day and also honor and respect our First Nations community. Have an awesome day, everyone.
I trust you're guided by stars wherever you are. I
set your sails and you plan to travel far. But the beckoning waves, they wash you away and wear your vessel down. The harbor may be safe, but it is not the place you are bound. You see lights upon ahead, they are in the distance shining. You say home has become too predictable and too confining. And the song that the breeze plays through the trees sweetly calls, like the rain coming down compels the leaves to fall. And late at night, when you're in your bed, remember these words I said. I trust you were guided by stars wherever you are. I know that you set your sails and you've traveled far. And the reckoning waves, they wash you away and they've worn your vessel down. And the harbor is safe, it's surely the place you are bound. And late at night, when you're in your bed, cast away all your deep regrets. When sorrow shouts and it fills your head, remember these words I said. I know you were guided by stars wherever you are.
This Canada Day, may we each take the time to reflect on the history of this land and the people who have inhabited it. May each of us seek to learn from the mistakes of those who came before us and resolve to listen and to learn more, to grow and be better. For an extraordinary country such as ours, where there is vast diversity, there remains a need for a greater love and deeper understanding. At Chilliwack FC, we wear respect for all emblazoned on the backs of our jerseys. Today and always, Chilliwack FC honors all those who are grieving. We wish you and all families in Chilliwack a safe and restful Canada Day.
This Canada Day, I'd like to thank all our frontline workers who helped keep us safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. I also want to thank everyone for following health orders and getting vaccinated. Together we will get through this. Canada Day is also an important time to take a moment to think about the challenges we still face and to renew our reconciliation efforts. Please take the time to acknowledge both the darker and brighter parts of Canada. Be proud of the hard work and good things we've done as a nation, and acknowledge and commit to making the changes we need to achieve reconciliation and to make Canada a country we can all truly be proud of.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round,
And you can find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we go walk it out.
Move mountains, we gon' walk it out. Move mountains,
And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe.
And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll break the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, you will rise, for rise, you will rise for you, we will rise for you. All we need is soul, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, 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 we will rise. I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, high like the waves, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, we will rise, we will rise, we will rise for you, we will rise for you.
I'm 98 years old, and my name is Harold Thorpe. I was born in California, but my parents were both Canadian citizens. And I've lived in Canada ever since I was 3 years old. I feel that Canada is one place in this world where you can start out with nothing. In 1943, I finally joined the Air Force, but the reason that I didn't get in until that late was because I was working for a farmer, and he kept trying to keep me on the farm because they needed a lot of produce and all of that for the servicemen. Have faith in Canada. I wouldn't want to live in any other place.
Thanks for watching Canada Reflections. Matt Paisley and I, on behalf of Jason Lane's Associates, wish you and your family all the best this Canada Day.
Happy July 1st, everybody. My name is Cliff. My mom named me Clifford because she didn't love me. I am happy to be performing on the traditional and unceded territory of the Stalo First Nations. First people, they were here first. Let's get this straight, okay? Canadians, they are not nice. They're polite, but not nice. And we drink beer. We love beer. That's the thing about Canadians that we all know. So on game day, it's anyone's bet whether or not our politeness will hold. Case in point, Game 5 of the NBA Finals in 2019. Golden State Warriors Kevin Durant ruptures his Achilles tendon, and Raptors fans cheer. It's a game-ending, series-ending, potential career-ending injury, and Raptors fans, aka Canadians, they cheer. That's not nice. Similarly, Donald Trump gets COVID, and our entire nation collectively cheers. The only difference is that we did that sober. Oh, he's doing better now, is he? Oh, that's great, that's great. Polite, not nice. We need to be nice and polite and even kind when it comes to diversity. In spite of and in light of our differences, we need to be kind. The only problem is we've got kids involved. My kids, they are ignorant, not for a lack of trying. And I blame Dora the Explorer. If you don't know her, she's the cartoon Hispanic girl with the bob haircut, the monkey, the map, and the backpack, teaching Spanish to children all over the world. My kids watch Dora and now they assume that every person of color is speaking Spanish, which is problematic because we lived in an Indo-Canadian neighborhood. This nice Punjabi lady came up to my daughter and was like, Sat Sri Akal, hello little girl. And my daughter was like, hola, vámonos, swiper no swiping. Not cool at all. Canadians are also known for lumberjacks, and I feel terrible for them. Because they're all up there in the forest, all alone. Who's gonna love them? How are they going to find love? So yeah, I've started a new online dating service for the lumberjacks, the lumberjills, and everyone who loves them, and I'm calling it Timber. Are your relationships splintering? Are you tired of the brush off? Feel uprooted, stumped, like you don't have the chops for dating? Well, maybe you've been barking up the wrong tree. Time to branch out, time to go out on a limb, because now there's a sliver of hope for you to find a new feller with Timber. Log in today. I would. So yeah, be polite, be kind, be nice, and love a lumberjack. Happy July 1st.
Father, can you hear me? Well, it ain't easy living this life all alone. Wherever there's feeling, well, there'll be singing. I keep the record spinning all night long. 'Cause in these songs where I belong, take me home every time they're on. 'Cause in these songs where I belong, they take me home every time they're on. Sister, can you hear me? Give me some melody, singing it so sweetly from across the hall. Put a candle in the window so I know where to go. At the end, well, there's a dusty road. We'll save our souls. 'Cause in these songs where I belong, they take me home every time they're on. 'Cause in these songs where I belong, they take me home every time they're on. They take me home time there. Oh.
I sing you to me, you sing me to you. We sing us together our whole lives through. We have a tendency to drift apart. Our best intentions don't get us very far. The tides of life carry us away from our love. So we must choose to fight for what is ours. It won't come easily, but we've got the power. The melody that's been playing since the world was made. I sing you to me, you sing me to you. We sing us together our whole lives through. There's so much noise drowning this old world, but it's your voice so clearly does it call, that I can find my way back to your love. And I respond with all that's in my heart, beating the strings of the soul guitar, trying to find the words to say the way I feel. I sing you to me, you sing me to you. We sing us together our whole lives through. I sing you to me, you sing me to you. We sing us together our whole lives through. When ups turn to downs and the blacks become blue, we'll still keep on singing, holding on to that tune that's been playing since time was conceived. It's the song of all songs and the music of stars. We'll just keep on singing, always be singing the tune. Hey! I sing you to me, we sing me to you. We sing us together our whole lives through.
So the township of Chilliwack was incorporated in 1873. It's the third oldest municipality to be incorporated in British Columbia. But what many people don't know is that there's actually two Chilliwacks. In 1906, there was a large fire in downtown Chilliwack. It burned the north side of Wellington Street, and that created the first fire brigade in Chilliwack. And it also showed that downtown Chilliwack had a need for fire protection. So in 1908, they incorporated as their own city, and there was the city of Chilliwack and the township of Chilliwack. In 1980, the two governments amalgamated and became the district of Chilliwack, what we now call the city of Chilliwack. From the Chilliwack Museum and Archives, I'm Tristan Evans. Happy Canada Day.
As we mark this Canada Day together, let us come together united and recommit to truth and reconciliation and healing. As you're celebrating this Canada Day with your loved ones, take time to reflect on what makes you proud to be Canadian and the work that we have yet to do to come together and build a Canada we can all be proud of.
Hey, Chilliwack Minor Football Association says Happy Canada Day. Go Giants!
Welcome. To courts or not to courts? That is the question. Joe and Sue Wack have lived in their downtown home for nearly 40 years. They love their home, but the neighborhood is changing, and their children and grandchildren now live down south, in Sardis. This Canada Day, join the fun and games as they try to convince each other of their next move.
Look how much the magnolia's grown, Sue. I still remember the day we brought it home.
You know, they don't just grow in Chilliwack, right? We can always plant another one in Sardis.
Maybe, but it won't be this one. By the time it gets this big, we'll be long gone.
Speak for yourself.
I know how much you want to move. I get you want to be closer to the family, but I'm not ready.
It's not just family, Joe. You're getting on, and so is this house. It would cost so much.
It was good enough for me growing up as a kid, and I didn't hear you complain when the kids were swinging off the old maple.
The same maple you threaten to cut down every year because it's so much work?
I can't get my head around moving for a quartz countertop. Do I look like a quartz kind of guy?
You look like the kind of guy who'd want to make his wife happy.
Of course I want to make you happy, but I love this house.
Don't get me wrong. I love this old house too. There's so many memories, but maybe it's time to make new ones in something modern with quartz countertops.
But the traffic is so bad.
But those amazing walking trails.
Like the one we take to Townsend Park. We've been walking the kids to Canada Day since they were still at Exhibition Park.
Remember the time we forgot the kids? We got to the end of the road before we even noticed.
And they never let us forget it. But we sure had some good times.
Speaking of good times, it's time for us to think about getting ready. Don't forget to comb your hair.
What are you talking about? I combed it yesterday. But I guess it is Canada Day.
Early in the spring, when I decide to go to work up in the woods in Ontario, the unemployment officer they see me through to a little activity with the survey crew and the black flag, oh, as a black flag Ontario, I'll die with the black flag picking my bones in North Ontario, in North Ontario.
Canada Day!
This is Kabut. He's 9 and he's grade 3. And I'm Adis. This is my husband Wendy, and she's Romania. She's 12 and she's grade 6.
I am very happy to live Canada. It is very beautiful country. It is good opportunity in future my kids and me. I am very happy. I like Canada.
They sponsor us. Thank you so much to give us this opportunity for us and for our kids. And thank you so much for helping and caring and loving.
So I have 15 students in my class, 4 girls and 12 boys. So yeah. I go to Timothy Christian School in grade 3.
We live in Chilliwack. Chilliwack is beautiful city, and around is a mountain and everything like it. And hi all my friends and my family.
እንኳን አደረሳችሁ ለካናዳ ዴይ!
I packed my guitar up and hoped for the best. I hopped on a train, said so long to the west. I was singing for strangers all along the pier. Then I'd spend all my money on Halifax beer. One, two, three, four. Last call last night at the old Split Crow, and the girl had caught my eye. I bought her a drink, said, what do you think? You ever been with a West Coast guy? She just kept on laughing and she rolled her pretty eyes. She said, I have, and I tell you what, he was probably twice her size. Well, yeah, baby, now that ain't very nice. Don't knock me till you try me, darling, maybe try me twice. Well, yeah, baby, I'm the only guy in here just broken down in an East Coast town drinking Halifax beer. Last call last night at the Triangle Pub, and a girl had caught my eye. So I bought her a drink, said, what do you think? You ever been with a West Coast guy? She shook her head, said, no, not yet. I've heard you're kinda weird. So I jumped on stage and grabbed the mic to make sure that she could hear. Well, yeah, baby, now that ain't very nice. Don't knock me till you try me, darling, maybe try me twice. Well, yeah, baby, I'm the only guy in here just broken down in an East Coast town drinking Halifax beer. Last call last night on the lower deck, and a girl had caught my eye. So I bought her a drink, said, what do you think? You ever been with a West Coast guy? She took my hand and held me close, and we danced the night away. But when the lights came on, I had to run. It turns out her name was Dave. Well, yeah, baby, now that ain't very nice. Don't knock me till you try me, darling, maybe try me twice. Well, yeah, baby, I'm the only guy in here just broken down in an East Coast town drinking Halifax beer.
As the decades wore on, Indigenous children from across Canada were removed from their villages and reserves to be brought to residential schools far away from their home to assimilate them into Christian European white culture. The inherent assumption was of the superiority of those of European descent and the requirement that Indigenous people become Christians, speak English or French, and become farmers or tradespeople. The top story in the October 22, 1924 Chilliwack Progress was under the headline, "Big Residential School Opened," with a photo of the $200,000 Coquilitsa Residential School. This was big news, deemed an epoch in the development of the educational life of the native people of this province. The Methodist Church ran Coquilitsa, one of the many churches that ran the schools across Canada under Ottawa's direction. 16 years later, in the December 14, 1938 Progress, an article with the headline, "A World Within a World" best describes Coquilitsa Indian Residential School. The writer must have given a tour of the big brick building, said to remain much of a mystery to the average resident of Chilliwack and District. It was pointed out that only 25% of those in attendance were from the Fraser Valley, and more than half were from north of the Queen's Charlottes. In none of these stories were Indigenous leaders, parents of the children, let alone the children themselves, asked their opinion on the policy and the nationwide disgrace that has been called cultural genocide by so many, including the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in 2015.
And now, a message from Chilliwack City Councillor Bud Mercer. As I watch the calendar and see Canada Day approach, my stomach moves a bit and my thoughts race in many directions. In past years, Canada Day has been a celebration for my family. Canadian flags, wearing red proudly, painted flags on children's faces, hot dogs on the barbecue, and of course fireworks. This year, I'm struggling. In May, not 30 days ago, the country stood frozen in silence and grief as we learned of the discovery of 215 Indigenous children buried in unmarked graves in Kamloops. Our hearts ached and our emotions overflowed. We all have questions. Why and how could this have happened? For me, Canada Day will be different this year. While I will continue to mourn and try to understand the unimaginable grief our Indigenous peoples are experiencing, I will look at the future and think about what I know Canada can be. A country of kind and compassionate people who welcome those less fortunate from all over the world who are seeking a new life. A country that accepts the diversity of all people regardless of their race, color, religion, beliefs, abilities, or sexual orientation. A country that celebrates our veterans and seniors, many of whom selflessly served our country and put themselves in harm's way. A country of unparalleled beauty. A country who together faced COVID straight on. A country on the road to reconciliation with our Indigenous peoples, but even more so today, a country that can and will do more. Canada can and will do the right thing. Not only will we hold hands with our Indigenous partners and mourn the loss of their children, we will also continue down the paths of reconciliation. We will listen more and talk less. We will learn the history and the culture of Indigenous peoples. This is our Canada. This is my Canada. Bud Mercer, City Councillor, City of Chilliwack.
Hey guys, it's Matthew Caron. Just wanted to wish you guys all a happy Canada Day. So fortunate to call this place home. All the beautiful mountains, lakes, and of course, hockey all year long.
Hi everybody, it's Brian Maloney with the Chilliwack Chiefs. My family and I have been fortunate enough to live all over the world, but we keep finding ourselves coming back to Canada for this natural beauty and the diversity within it. Happy Canada Day, everyone.
Matt Kameniuk, Chilliwack Volkswagen here. Like so many people in Chilliwack, my family moved here from Europe when I was young, so Canada always holds a special place in my heart. Just wanted to wish you guys a happy Canada Day from everybody at Chilliwack Volkswagen. Enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful day.
Chili, chili, chili! Chili, chili, chili! 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 Chili, chili, chili!
Hey everybody, it's me, Bria Skomberg. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I just wanted to send some love back home and confuse my neighbors a little bit and wish you a very happy Canada Day.
It's Canada's 125th birthday, and we're throwing a party with Kim Mitchell.
Oh my goodness! Woohoo! Woohoo! Woo! I'm 13!
Yeah, woo! Kim! Why is he ignoring me?
I probably can't hear you. Do it louder.
Kim! I wrote him a letter in pencil crayon and everything, telling him we'd be here tonight.
Well, he'll probably hear you later.
Yeah, woo!
Oh man, this is the best concert ever.
Oh man, it's the best. You know, I know we're only 13 and stuff, and this is the first concert we've ever been to, but nothing will ever top this. Hey, did my voice just crack?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
This outfit is amazing. Wow. All he's missing is that signature hip sack.
Hey, Kim, do patio lanterns.
Out of his patio. Our house was the coolest in. Yeah, that's Leonard from our grade 7 public school class.
Hey, Leonard, it's us, Caleb and Caleb from your current grade 7 public school class.
Probably can't hear us on account he's not wearing his glasses.
Hey, Leonard, it's Kim Mitchell.
You should do patio lanterns. You should do patio
Do I
lanterns.
am a wild party? I know we're only barely 13, and I don't even know what a wild party is, but apparently Kim Mitchell is one, and I'd like to hear him sing a song about it.
Wild party!
Oh, man, just stepped on my chocolate sundae. Oh, no, wait, that's yours. Mine's still good. Happy Canada Day, everyone! Hey, Leonard, it's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day, Leonard. Do go for a soda. Leonard, tell him to do go for a soda. Do it. Do go for a soda.
Kim.
Soda. Go for a soda.
Go for a soda.
Leonard, tell him to play go for a soda.
Soda.
Kim.
Soda.
Leonard. Kim.
Leonard.
Go for a soda. My parents paid good money for me to be here, and I'm not going anywhere until I hear go for a soda. You're not going anywhere either, Leonard.
Hey!
In 1891, the first bridge at Vedder Crossing was built by members of the Swali First Nation. So the Kokalitsa Residential School was created in 1894, and it was run by Methodist Church, and it operated until the 1940s as a residential school, at which time it became a hospital until 1969. From 1884 to 1959, there was an anti-potlatch law which prohibited potlatch. Indigenous persons were not allowed to vote in provincial elections until 1941 and not allowed to vote in federal elections until 1961. in 2007, former Scoquel Chief and Stalo Grand Chief Stephen Point became the first Indigenous Lieutenant Governor in the history of British Columbia.
Come ride with me, my Palomino, my amigo, go wherever the wind blows us, under the sun, over the snow. We will ride out to all kinds of weather, together we'll be happy forever, just you and my pony and me. We don't need a saddle or a bridle to guide him. He will take us where we want to go, no matter how far. And when the sky is dark, we don't have to worry, my amigo. Goldie knows his way by heart back home to his barn. Come ride with me, my Palomino, my amigo. I'll take you where I go. In all of our days still to come, we will ride out to the calling horizon. You can just close your eyes when the light is too bright to behold. We don't need a saddle or a bridle to guide him. He will take us where we want to go, no matter how far. And when the sky is dark, we won't have to worry, my amigo. Goldie knows his way by heart back home to his barn. Come with me on my golden pony, on his back, oh so warm will be. Just hold on tight to his mane so white. This world's alright with your arms around me, you'll see. Come ride with me, my Palomino, my amigo, go wherever the wind blows us, under the sun, over the snow. We will ride out to the calling horizon. You can just close your eyes when the light is too bright to behold. Giddy up, let's go.
Joe and Sue Wack are sitting in lawn chairs at Townsend Park, waiting for the fireworks to begin. Their family has joined them for the Canada Day celebrations.
Whew, it's nice to sit down for a bit, Sue. Those young ones had me all over the place.
Where are they now?
Oh, they went for ice cream.
Oh, did Grandpa foot the bill?
Grandpa always foots the bill.
It's a beautiful, clear night for fireworks.
Hard to believe I used to play ball here when I was a kid.
My sentimental old darling. Is that why you'll never be a quartz countertop kind of guy?
That's the truth of it. I am sentimental. It's hard for me to let go of memories.
I know, Joe. But even if we move to Sardis, you take them with you.
52 years of celebrating Canada Day together in this town.
Remember when it used to be called Dominion Day?
Gosh, that's right. I forgot about that. Such great memories.
We're still making them, my dear. Like our kids and grandkids are making their own, Joe.
I tend to cling to the past, but I still want to be part of the future.
You're clinging to a house. It's not the memories.
Maybe you're right about that.
I think we both want the same thing.
You mean moving to Sardis so we can be closer?
Ha, you got me there. We could be great-grandparents before you know it. I don't want to miss a thing.
That makes me feel ancient.
We raised an awesome family, Joe.
We did, didn't we?
And now it's time for a new chapter in our lives.
I'm still not sure I want it to be in Sardis.
Feels right to me. And don't worry, I'll be there to hold your hand.
Look, here come the kids.
Just in time, it's starting to get dark.
I guess we could take a drive tomorrow. Don't get too excited. It's only to look.
Maybe you'll even learn to love quartz countertops.
If you hold my hand, I can learn to love anything.
Happy Canada Day.
So one of the main reasons that made us move to Canada is because we are seeking more peace. So Chilliwack is much safer, not to mention the weather. We are from a tropical country, so it was too much for us.
I am a Brazilian physiotherapist, but I don't have good English. I try to speak English. And now I study English in community set.
So being able to do what I love to do and to be able to help the community, it is just rewarding.
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Hey, it's Bob Reese with the Valley Huskers. Just wanted to take a second to wish you a very happy Canada Day today. I hope you guys are enjoying it all across this great nation of ours.
Today, as we report on Chilliwack and the Stalo and the settler history of the region, things are ever more complex. There are many different Stalo bands within the area that we call Chilliwack, many with overlapping interests. There are treaty negotiations, land claims, disputes, and negotiations with all levels of government. There have been glimmers of reconciliation as Indigenous people take control over some portions of the land, their land. We see commercial and residential development on reserve lands in our community, while as settlers, we also learn more and more about the culture that Canada sought to destroy. We at The Progress are not perfect, and we have no Indigenous reporters on staff, but we are allies. In that, all we can do is open our minds to the stories and leave a space for them to be told. From Robert Freeman's look at the cultural genocide in a full-page display in the June 5th, 1991 Progress, 30 years ago, to the flawed, if well-intentioned coverage over the years of the complex issues local Stalo leaders faced, we've done our best. In most recent years, the Progress has covered the Stalo concerns over the never-ending conflict over Sockeye and the Fraser River, child welfare and apprehensions as a modern-day version of the residential school, and the criminal justice system and the opioid crisis as it disproportionately affects Indigenous people, all an echo of the residential schools. Most recently, we've had some local reaction to the 215 children found in unmarked graves at the Kamloops Indian Residential School. Just before the pandemic, we gave coverage to the local rallies in support of the Wet'suwet'en up near Smithers. Any major development these days requires consultation with local Stolo bands. Not only can no government ignore this, as they have done through most of Canada's history, we too at The Progress will not ignore the voices of Indigenous people's concerns. If we are to get anywhere with reconciliation in Canada, I think it's clear we need to do less talking and more listening.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Strahl, your Member of Parliament for Chilliwack Hope. Happy Canada Day to you and your family. Even though we can't all be together at large community events this year, we can still celebrate our wonderful country and all that we've accomplished over the last 154 years. Now, Canada isn't perfect. No country is. But I still believe we are the best country in the world, and by learning from and building on our past and working toward a better future together, we can make this great country even greater. Let's give thanks for all the blessings we have as residents of Canada and think of the perseverance and sacrifices of those who came before us to make Canada what it is today. We are the true north, strong and free, and we remain committed to working together to keep it that way. So I encourage you to show your Canadian pride and celebrate Canada's 154th birthday. From my family to yours, have a safe and happy Canada Day.
Hello everybody. I think I've figured out racism. It's like ear hair. Racism is like ear hair because it's gross. Racism is like ear hair because the whiter your skin is, the easier it is to spot from a distance. Racism is like ear hair because the older you are, the thicker and nastier it can grow, making it impossible to learn and hear new things. Racism is like ear hair. We all have it. Racism is like ear hair because you don't notice it in yourself. You need someone to point it out to you. And the reason they point it out to you is because they love you. Either that or it's because they think you're a piece of trash. Racism is like ear hair because it's awkward, tedious, and painful to pluck out. But we must, because if we deny it or ignore it, your lover will need to close their eyes tightly in order to be intimate with you. Thank you.
I can't get you off of my mind. Looking out the window where we spent so much of our time. 'Cause I miss the way it felt. But I guess you can't control those damn cards we're dealt. And babe, I know the both of us are happy when we're free. But would it be so hard to find your freedom here with me? Oh, it's been so long, and I cannot help but wonder, are you ever coming home? I like you in your sour candy in the house on the lake. Oh, I just hate the way it tastes. And I hate the way it tastes, but I love it all the same. And I hate the way it tastes, but I love it all the same.
I hope you enjoyed the 2021 Envision Financial and Rotary Canada Day show, presented by the City of Chilliwack. This year, the program probably felt less celebratory and more reflective, and that's with good reason. The First Nations communities are and have always been an integral part of Canada. The news that the remains of 215 children were discovered at a Kamloops residential school shocked all of us. Or maybe not all of us. Maybe this information was already out there, shared before, during, and after the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, by the victims, by the First Nations communities. We should have known, and tragically, With some investigation, more discoveries are being made at other residential schools right now. So what does this say about Canada or us as Canadians? Canada is frequently rated as the best place to live on Earth. Certainly never out of the top 10. But I think we all understand that this reality isn't shared by all who live here. First Nations communities were originally scheduled to be a part of this show, and we do miss them because they're a vibrant and integral part of our community. But they are grieving. We grieve with them. So today, let's enjoy the good things about Canada. But let's not forget that Canada is far from perfect. And to be Canadian means we don't have to accept what's happened here. And to commit to reconciling with the past, redressing as much as is possible the damage that has been done, and commit that this can never happen again to any community. Now, we need to listen. Thank you for listening.
My name is Dan McDermott, and I'm pipe major of the Harrison Highlanders Pipe Band. And I would like to do a little musical tribute to our great country. And this is our Canadian set, and it features The Maple Leaf Forever and Farewell to Nova Scotia. Happy birthday, Canada.
How many times have you looked me in the eye and truly seen what was there? Not who you are, but who am I? How many times have you judged me in your mind, called me names, clipped my wings so I wouldn't fly? People are just people, we are yearning to be free. All the broken-hearted heroes will go down in history. I know we can't stop fighting, although it takes a toll. We are stronger than an army, stronger as a whole. Come out from the darkness to the day. Be proud, we are beautiful this way. Come out from the darkness to the day. Be proud, we are beautiful this way. How many times will we need to say goodbye to the ones we love the most and hear the rivers cry? How many times will it take for you to see that there's room for both of us? It's not just you or me. People are just people, we are trying to be free. And all the broken-hearted heroes are going down in history.